I've been ridiculed. Cold ass hands, I'm at my pinnacle. Throwing hands is like a ritual. Watch my fans, don't make it visual. They got no chill and I got no feels. I'm on cloud 9, this how dope feels. Low ride, low wheels, white girl, white heels. Love hurt, love kills, live life, live real. Everybody around me dropping, every person around me toppling. All of the bodies surround me, probably taking the image of rap. Remodeling, this is not only a fact, it's bothering those of you who think rap is boggling. Don't be a victim of trap, remodeling. This is the vision I had, a harmony, not even a little bit mad, but partially wanted to be something so bad, but part of me never gave up. Temple of thoughts and overabundance, feeling distraught. Over and over me, tied in a knot. What is in front of me, whether or not I know it or know who I am. The MVP, the SOB. Who envy me, who blessed like me, who next to me, ain't testing me. You see, I see things so much different. I know who I am.
Yo, mofos. It's G.O. It is George I. Cortright. Hold up. Let's see if this does anything. This George I. Cortright. Let's see. I am still having trouble. Hello. Yo. Hey. Alright. We good. So, this is George I. Cortright, and this is another Mad Week. And as you can see, I am not alone once again. Who might you be?
Mrs. Cortright.
She's just gonna go by Mrs. Cortright today, I guess. She's got so much popularity from last week. She just wants to Mrs. Cortright. And so that's what she's going for this fine evening. Mm-hmm. And when I say fine evening, I'm not talking because the world has finally said, you know what, George, you're fucking right. We're not gonna be mad and crazy. That is not the fucking truth. But before we start, what did you do this past weekend?
Oh, my mom came down from Sedona and we went shopping for her upcoming vacation to Spain, and had lunch and dinner and just great time.
All right. And myself, I went to Las Vegas. I'll tell you that a lot of times. And before I go into more of what I did in Vegas, I just want to say that intro song that you heard was from some people I ran into on the street. Some girl accidentally spilled something on me, a drink of some sort on me. So instead of, bitching at her or saying anything, I'm like, whoa, cracked a little smart ass remark, like I do. I say stuff right on top and, hope maybe piss somebody off, maybe not. Well, didn't really piss anybody off, just started a conversation with these two girls that led to a total of 6 people, 4 dudes, 2 girls, and this group was part of a rap group, musical group, and we got to chit-chatting and whatnot, and they gave me their CD. So I told them I'd put their one of their songs on my show, help them out. I listened to the whole thing, the CD that they gave out. It was 9 songs. There was a couple good ones on there. I like their sound. I have total respect for them trying to put out music, and it doesn't sound like some of that mumble rap bullshit that's out there. So I thought it was cool. When I ran into them on the streets, one of the dudes even said, oh, hey, you want to hear a freestyle? I was like, yeah, sure, go for it. So we started freestyling, and then, I started pointing to different things like, my hat or something, and he started, put it into the flow, point at somebody's leg or something, and he put it in the flow. So it was cool. But so shouts out to the Lucid Experience. I know I spelled the wife told me I spelled the word wrong on the little intro. Whatever's. That's my bad. That is my bad. But if you look at the little thing, they spelled experience wrong.
Yes, thank you.
But shouts out to them. Thank you for allowing me to use your song as my intro. Hopefully we can help each other out, promoting each other and whatnot. So good luck to you. But I was in Las Vegas for my homie Sigma Kappa's Dirty 30. So experienced that with him and his band. Saw his sister, his brother-in-law, his mama, Alpha Kappa, some of his friends and whatnot, and just had a good time. Maybe he's watching right now. Once again, brother, happy birthday. Happy Dirty 30. But what we do? Friday night. Met him up and played some games. Saturday went to the pool. Saturday night went and ate at Caesar's buffet, and that was about it. Unfortunately, I was supposed to get home early enough to take my beautiful bride to go see Wonder Woman that opened up Friday.
Yes, you were.
But due to weather conditions and, I'm baller and shit, we fly private, we fly private. When we fly private. So unfortunately, the weather conditions were not conducive of getting out in time.
Yeah.
So I will make it up to my baby tomorrow night, and we shall go see the record-breaking Wonder Woman.
Is it record-breaking?
Wonder Woman broke records,
Yes.
opening up at $223 million, which is the highest U.S. opening for a female director. This is Patty Jenkins is the director. So it's
Go Patty!
And it's already breaking records. So I will be going to see that on Friday, tomorrow night, and I will let you know how it is on the next Mad Week. And it is that time to get all up in to the news of this past week and the goings-ons of the world today. But first, because there's some bad shit going on, it really was a mad week. It really was a mad week, unfortunately. So before I go into some of the bad news, I want to go to something that just made me smile like a motherfucker. I can't remember when I saw it. I think it was yesterday I saw this for the first time. I don't even know how old this is, but I saw it for the first time yesterday.
Somebody sitting there?
This mofo is at the Vatican sea walking. He's just having a great old time. This man is just doing it.
Wasn't somebody sitting there? Daniel, wasn't somebody
That
sitting there?
is hilarious.
He does have some awesome footwork.
Yeah, oh
Like,
yeah.
dang.
The dude getting it.
Yeah.
But that absolutely cracked me up. And I was like, whoa. Some of the comments that were on the video, next to the video, was a trip. Well, I don't think you. Yeah, I think I showed you the Chappelle skit about Rick James, and he was talking about Eddie Murphy and his brother Charlie Murphy. We should have never gave you niggas money. They should have never gave you niggas money. Well, one of the posts said they should have never given you nigga passports, which is hilarious because I'm not sure if that's the Vatican, but the video says it's the Vatican.
Yeah.
It looks something
Yeah.
foreign, and it's fucking crazy. Hilarious
That's
though.
really funny.
Put smiles on people's faces, I hope. And unfortunately, it's that time to not put smiles on people's faces, because for the third time in 3 months, I think it was the third time in 3 months, there's been attacks in London using cars and whatnot.
Oh.
Saturday night, the London Bridge had an attack, which ISIS is claiming, that killed 7 and wounded 48 others. There was three people that were running around in fake suicide vests. They used a car to ram into a crowd of people. And when they were done doing that, they got out and started stabbing people in the nearby Borough Market.
Oh my lord.
Yeah. People are fucking crazy. I know one of them said it was like he was born in London but had Moroccan descent. Another one was born in London and had another like Middle Eastern descent, and they haven't actually put the third one out there at the time of my research.
So there was 3 people responsible for this?
3 people responsible doing all the, the driving and
chaos.
doing the chaos.
Yeah.
And they haven't confirmed it, or really since the people, when police arrived, they shot and killed all 3.
Okay.
And that only, like within 8 minutes of the police arriving, all 3 were shot. So, as you can hear, the dogs are not liking this news either. Yes, people are going fucking crazy, and it's just ridiculous. And like I said, ISIS is claiming that they did it, but since the people aren't there, to say yes, I acted on behalf of ISIS. ISIS could just be saying, "Hey, we'll take credit for this to make it look like we're more of a badass and all this stuff," or they really could be a part of this stuff. It's either way, it's fucking ridiculous, man.
It's out of control.
And then we had that Ariana Grande bombing in London, and then the other London Bridge the dude that drove and hit some people and stuff.
Yeah. London Bridge is not having a good time lately.
The London Bridge and London in general.
London in general.
Yeah. And I don't know why it's ramping up in London. I really don't understand why it's...
I don't know either. Strange.
It is strange. The Cardinals are supposed to be having a game over in London. I know there's probably going to be, heightened security.
Oh, yeah.
But the organization said we're not going to let the problems going on right now affect us.
Their game,
Or just, live in fear. Oh, we can't go over there because something might happen. You can't let these terrorists, make you live in fear. That's one of the things they want. I'm not going to be afraid of shit. I'm going to fucking live my life and have fun and do whatever the fuck I need to do.
Right.
I'm not going to be afraid of you. When something happens, we have to deal with it. When people...
Trust me, and they already know the schedule of when they're supposed to be out there.
Yeah.
And security will have had intel out there and looking at stuff, and they're going to be fine.
Yeah.
I mean... You can't control everything, but...
You can't control everything,
but I'm pretty sure it'll be a pretty secured event.
Definitely going to be heightened security for, not only, American football, but, football, like soccer is big over there, so they're going to heighten security for that.
Right.
Heighten security on big name concerts and whatnot. So, there's going to be a lot of security, so... Hopefully, what we've seen the last of this shit, but I know we ain't. Because people are fucking sick. Speaking of sick, I got a new little system. I'm trying to put things in order the way I want to do it. So, speaking of sick, Monday, a gunman in Orlando targeted 5 employees of Fiamma. I think that's how you pronounce it, Fiamma Inc., before killing himself. This is a company that makes accessories for recreational vehicles. The dude was an ex-Army vet, and he used to work at this Fiamma place. And they say that he showed that he was targeting certain people because there was somebody, when he walked in, he told somebody, "Hey, you can go." And then he picked several people out, including one of the people that actually fired him.
Oh, shit.
So this is a disgruntled worker dude, and he just went back to his old place
of work. And how many people died?
There were 5.
He killed 5 people?
Yes.
And then he killed himself?
Yes.
Man.
You hate to see this happen, and some people, I've talked about it on previous shows, some people are like, wish he was alive so he could just go to jail and suffer. Like, fuck that. These people are better off, like, dead, Alright, we might have some live dog fighting here. I just want to let people know that
Come here.
this is not planned. We're not trying to take bets on who's gonna win or anything. But they have a bone, and like usual, there's 2 bones, but they both want the same
There's
one.
only one right now.
All right, there's only
one.
one.
One was finished.
All right, one of them was finished, and now they want the same bone. And now, but anyways, speaking of other bitches, yeah, this dude was an ex-Army vet, and he was recently found, well, not recently, but he had prior charges of DUI and weed charges. So this dude was not right in the head. Just, you know, I wish some of these ex-military could get more help.
I know.
You know, some of that PTSD stuff.
That's exactly what it is, and I think a lot of times, like, you hear that they have a hard time readjusting to
regular life and all that stuff.
civilian life again, and I'm sure it's hard for them to relate to people that haven't experienced that kind of trauma before. But it is sad because they do need counseling, or, you know, they do need help.
They do need help.
It's really sad that they would come back though and just kill people.
Yeah.
Because they're disgruntled.
Yes.
But you don't really know what the hell was going on in his head.
No. It's just unfortunate, and like I said, vets went out there and did what they could to protect our country, do what they could to, you know, help the country and us and make us feel safe and whatnot. And the least we could do is give them help once they get back.
Definitely.
And some of this help could be in the form of service dogs.
Yep.
Which goes into...
They do say that those help.
They do say that they help, but this goes into my next story.
Oh.
That was a setup.
Oh, okay.
That was a setup. On Sunday, a dog mauls a Delta passenger. This was a service dog for a Marine vet. The dog was a chocolate lab pointer. So.
Oh, really?
A chocolate lab pointer. Chocolate lab / pointer.
Pointer mix.
Yeah.
That's not really usually an aggressive dog.
No, it's not.
Neither breed.
Well, the dude that was sitting down said he thought he heard, you know, he had a feeling that this wasn't going to go well, because when the dog sat down, he started growling at him. And the dude sustained some facial injuries and was taken off the plane immediately and taken to the hospital, all bloody and whatnot. So this this was unfortunate. Another airline situation.
Because even though they could be the best trained dogs, they're still an animal. They still
yes.
have an animal instinct.
Right.
And I remember I had a yellow lab once, and I had taken my dog to go see my dad at his office, and his crew was there, my dad's crew, and my dog was the friendliest puppy ever, and he did nothing but growl at this one guy.
So it's like
it's like they have a sense though. But my dad, because I told my dad, I'm like, what's going on? Like, Doc never acts like this towards anyone, and he's like, yeah, that guy ain't right though.
All right.
So there are some. I mean, dogs have a sense for people.
All right. Okay. All right. Yo dogs who are making a cameo on the show have a problem with Cousin Kev.
Yeah.
DJ Exclusive,
but
AKA.
He also like tiptoe because he's scared of dogs, and they probably sense that.
But if they
so it's like Murphy's Law. When you don't want someone to bother you or something to happen, it's gonna constantly happen. So he like wants nothing to do with the dogs, and they're just like,
I'm gonna fuck with you.
All over him.
Anybody, you.
All over him. It's hilarious. I don't get it.
Yeah. So once again, unfortunate. Dog mauls Delta passenger from a Marine vet. I have no idea what the hell. Oh, it was at the ATL airport.
Oh.
That looks like a C, but it's an L.
Did they do anything about the dog?
When I went on because I did this,
So it launched for his face?
Well, all right.
I guess if you're sitting down.
Yeah, I'm picturing that, this is a taller dog.
A dog
when it sits down on a seat, bang, that's the closest thing to him, his face. And
so the dog was in a seat?
Yeah, that's what it said.
And so it was the owner, the dog, and then the dude sitting next to the dog.
Yes.
Maybe, too, though, the dog felt like the man was a threat to his owner and was protective. You never know, but that's unfortunate.
But yeah, it's still unfortunate either way.
Yeah.
And one of the lines in the article said that the ex-Marine was like, unfortunately, I probably expect them to put the dog down.
Damn. Yeah. That's so sad.
It's sad. It's sad. Well,
I think it's...
Shut
I
up.
know. Poor dog.
See these... Woo! One of my boys! One of my boys is gone!
I think it's terrible, though. Like, if a dog does one thing once that we, as a society, automatically think to put them down. They're freaking animals.
Yes, and that's why.
I think if the dog has a history and has repeated bitten more than one person and has a known issue, then there's probably something wrong.
But it is, I know you
but they're still animals, and we...
Yes, they are still animals.
We go defensive and, it shouldn't have done that. Well, it's a fucking animal.
Well,
Jesus Christ,
and
give them a break. They're not human. They're animals.
But nonetheless, I know you have an affinity for animals and all that stuff.
All animals.
Right. But you should take human animals higher than you do other animals because nonetheless, they are still animals, and that's why people feel that they are expendable. Like, this is just a dog. It's just a dog. Human life is more important than a dog's life. So therefore, if you put a threat onto a human life by biting them in the face, once again, I say, if you ever get injured, maybe a paramedic full of dogs should come and help your ass out.
Do you remember that story several years ago? I don't know. I was still living in Chicago when this happened, about a woman who owned a monkey. And the monkey attacked this woman and basically ate her face, took off chomped off her fingers, just went crazy.
Went
do you remember?
ape shit.
The monkey went ape shit. And they ended up, they did euthanize that monkey. But at the same time, again, why would you own a wild ass animal that it's not a domesticated animal?
Monkeys are cool, man.
Yeah, they're cool. They're a wild animal. They have not been domesticated. Why would you? And they're like, well, this is the first time that's ever happened. Well, you don't know what could have triggered it.
Well, nonetheless, they're just animals. They're expendable. Nonetheless,
monkey should have never been in captivity, and he probably would have been fine.
Well, they are.
Had a human not been like, ooh, I want to own a monkey.
It's like
I'm gonna have him in this house.
And pour some out for Harambe. It's been a little over a year. I saw that there was an anniversary. That gorilla that had that kid. The damn kid went into the cage, and Harambe went over that, and they shot the motherfucker.
Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. All right. Now that was a dumbass being a dumbass. Not just because they kept him, but because a dumbass jumped into the shit. So that was not Harambe's fault. But anyways, let's go on to the next one. Breaking news. Ex-NFL player James Hardy III was found dead in an Indiana river. That is the Maumee River. Have you ever heard that before?
No.
Maumee River. Maumee. Maumee. Maumee River.
No, I have not heard of that.
All right. Well, the 31-year-old body was found in a log jam at the Maumee River. He was reported missing May 30th by family. So, unfortunately, we don't know what happened just yet, but this guy had some run-ins with the law. Arrested in 2014 for attacking police and was committed to a mental facility shortly after that.
And he still had a job with the NFL?
No, this is an ex-NFL.
Oh, ex.
Prior to this all happening, prior to 2014,
Okay.
he had been released by his last team was the Ravens.
Oh.
And he just kept getting multiple injuries and wasn't going to be back to form. I think it said he was drafted in the first round even, but he just was plagued by injury.
Oh.
But I would love to find out what they say may have been the problem. But when they found him, it was obvious that he had been there for days. So I want to know if it was foul play or was it drugs in his body or something. And
just a bad accident, or do they suspect?
Well, it didn't say. It just said he was found and all that stuff. But I just wonder, was it drugs? All right, if he was been there for a couple days, would they be able to, find traces of blood in his body?
He was in the water?
Would that, take all the blood out or make
Maybe.
it so that you can't find out if there was drugs in the system?
Oh, I don't know about inside his body. I mean, the outward stuff obviously is not going to have any evidence
But
left.
if they,
but I don't know after that many days if they can do toxicology.
With drugs and all that stuff?
I think they could.
Alright. So, that's more unfortunate information. Next on. Alright, to happier news. We go from the loss of a life to talking about babies. Serena Williams, who I reported that was going to have a baby and is pregnant, she will be having a girl. It was leaked. Her sister accidentally said in an interview that, people try to get you to talk and all this stuff. So
it worked?
Yeah. What are you going to do for the baby? Well, when she comes out, gotcha! So Serena is going to have a little baby girl. So that's going to be cool. And further with baby news, George Clooney and his wife Amal welcomed twins into this world on Tuesday. Him and his wife have been married since 2014, and the twins' names are Ella and Alexander.
Yeah, I read that.
What do you think of those names?
I like them.
You like them?
I do.
They're nice old-fashioned, but then again, George Clooney is 56 years old, and this is his first time at being a father.
Yes.
First time being a father, so congratulations to Serena, congratulations to George and Amal. Alright, no transition into this one. This just weird. Let's go to video on this one. Put your headphones on. And let's go to the video.
Be a kid thing.
It's not anymore?
Not out here. No, adults dress up for Halloween. They don't do that in Nebraska?
It's frowned upon. Yeah, we don't do that quite as much. But
wow, I got to get to Nebraska more.
You're welcome. We'd love to have you work in the fields with us.
Work in the field?
That's part of that. That's
Senator. I'm a house nigga. No, it's a joke.
Yeah, so that was a problem in the media and news and whatnot. Bill Maher used the N-word on his show. So it caused an uproar. Recently, last week I showed the thing about Kathy Griffin using the bloody Donald Trump head, and then this comes out where he's using the N-word, and it's just a taboo word, and it's crazy. It's crazy.
He obviously got a poor reaction because he said it's a joke.
Yeah.
Because he said it immediately after, so someone had a reaction.
Yeah. Well, and comedians try to, do whatever, and honestly, it's funny joke. Just probably not the right time for it, and if it was the right time, just not by him. If a black person did it, it would have been fucking hilarious. Like, I was thinking if Chris Rock would have said that, come work in the field with me. Chris Rock, field? Work in the field? Sit down with a house nigga. That right there, that people would have been laughing, ha ha. Chris Rock used the nigga word in front of a senator, ha ha. But this, the times are different right now.
Yeah.
Times are different right now. So using that word right now ain't good for white people whatsoever. It ain't good anytime, but right now especially.
Yeah.
My buddy Jay, Javiator, we'll say.
Yeah.
He sent me a skit from, I want to say the 1970s, Saturday Night Live skit, where Richard Pryor was the guest, and it was Chevy Chase and Richard Pryor, and it turned into like a skit about race.
Okay.
And Chevy Chase on Saturday Night Live used nigger, hard R, and this was, NBC primetime type TV, and back in those days it was cool, even though race relations weren't good whatsoever. It's just a new time, new age, and people should be more aware, especially somebody of Bill Maher's.
That's me. I'm sorry.
Yep. Of his status, Bill Maher, and nobody's thinking that he's a racist or anything by this. He's been known to date
yeah, I don't think
other
he's
races.
racist. I just think that
it was just
it's
very
not
important.
meant. Yeah, he shouldn't have.
No, it wasn't his word to be used.
Nah.
It wasn't his joke to do.
Yeah.
So it's just fucking crazy. Done by somebody else, good timing, good use. But dude, you should know better than that shit. This ain't right. Some people were like, he should get fired and all this stuff, but most likely he ain't on this
I don't
one.
think he should get fired.
But some people were saying that though. But because there's other people like Kathy Griffin with the Donald Trump head, and there's other people that use the N-word and get fired and all that stuff. That one dude that was on the radio talking about the nappy. Called some black girl a nappy-headed hoe, like the Rutgers team, nappy-headed hoes or something like that, and he lost his job.
I don't remember that.
So, it's like, if somebody does this, and gets fired, he should get fired for doing this. But honestly, everything is in context. This was not meant to be hateful or anything.
It wasn't, and he is a comedian.
But hey, Kathy Griffin's a comedian.
True.
So, alright.
However, that was against the President of the United States. This was just a general, statement.
Against all of black people. I'm just fucking with you.
I know.
I'm just fucking with you. Alright. Next in line. Lionel Richie's bassist, Ethan Farmer, ate edible marijuana and started stabbing himself.
What?
On last Tuesday, 42-year-old Ethan Farmer, who is the bassist for Lionel Richie, it said he either ate cookies or brownies that was laced with marijuana.
Obviously laced with something else, because I can't believe marijuana would make you stab yourself.
They said, well, if he was in California or one of those states that has, medical legalized marijuana, you can get all kinds of fucking, cookies, cakes, candies, and all that stuff. And depending on how much he did, There's even that shit called sativa, which I think does. I don't know exactly what it is. You know, some of you guys who are more more aware of this weed culture than I am might know, and put it somewhere so some people can see, because I don't fucking know. But yeah, if you have too much, you never know what high people can do.
No.
Hell, one time
You just never know. Like, I never heard of pot having that kind of severe of a reaction.
Right.
I've heard of other drugs where they're hallucinating.
That bath salt shit, when bath salts was popping and people were eating people's faces.
Yes.
Like they were dogs on Delta.
Yes. Dude, I work with some people that worked for some patients that had done that.
With the bath salts?
Yeah. And they say it literally will fuck
Fuck
up
you up.
your chemistry for the rest of your life.
Most
You are
likely.
never the same again. You are fucked crazy in the head.
You are fucked crazy.
You
fucked crazy.
Fuck yourself up, man, and it's permanent damage. Shut up. Don't do drugs.
Do not do drugs, man. They're bad. Drugs are bad.
Bad news.
Drugs are bad. But yeah, dude, one time I ate this weed brownie, and then I was sitting in this lazy boy, and I went all over the world, man. I went flew with Aladdin. That's a joke. I'm referencing my Mad Double the Week
Yes.
up. If you have not seen it yet, go and check it out. It is on my YouTube page, MadGiC Entertainment. That's MADGIC Entertainment. Go look up the Mad Dubs of the Week. Unfortunately, again, this week, we do not have another, but we have the plan to create one for next week. Hopefully it gets done. I think I said that last week, but it ain't happening. But anyways, on to the next shit. So, alright, that was the Lionel Richie shit.
Yeah.
And speaking of stupid shit, headphones.
Headphones.
Alright, so this Florida drug dealer in Jacksonville, Florida, was on Facebook Live flaunting this cash, talking all this shit, saying, oh, I got this money, you like this, you know what, if you can understand what he's saying, good for you. If not, I don't know either, but you'll get the gist by this video.
Shit, man, I already know, man. Fuck niggas catch up, man. You fuck niggas catch up, man. We getting money over here, man. We got so much of this shit called money, man. We getting money over here, man. Y'all already know the story, man. Free the guys, man. RP the bro, man. Hey, that one time I fuck nigga cutting up on my shit. Y'all already know the story, man. Give you some money, now you gon' forever be broke out here, man. You hear me? I gon' forever be broke out here, man. Straight up, man. You fuck these catch up, man. You fuck these catch up, man. This shit don't stop, man. This shit don't stop, man. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. This shit don't stop, man. This shit don't. Hold on. Y'all know, man. This shit don't stop, man. Man, this shit don't stop, man. We got plenty of this shit, man. This shit don't stop, man. Shit don't stop, man. It's the first of the month.
Documents of 5215 Amazon Avenue, Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. We have a search warrant on the front door. Documents of 5215.
You think that's fake?
So while he was stunting on Facebook Live, he gets raided by the cops. As you can see at the end of what I had on the video actually goes for 4 or 5 minutes, and the cop finally turns it off and shit.
Oh.
But
This shit don't stop, man.
the shit don't stop, man. Shit don't stop.
Shit don't stop.
But I don't understand these people who just absolutely incriminate themselves with Facebook Live.
Yeah, social media.
It's like, I'm cooking up crack right here, y'all being on the show and whatnot. This dude got busted with cocaine, paraphernalia for manufacturing and delivery of drugs. He had a handgun, he had crack cocaine, he had ammunition for the guns, and he had oxycodone pills. So this dude...
He was on several of those at the same time because he wasn't even really speaking a whole lot of English there.
Well, it sounded like he had a little bit of an accent. This Jacksonville, Florida, there might have been like one of those island type influences. Or he could be on drugs. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't know. But people are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Speaking of people being influenced on drugs, Derek Fisher... I know a lot of people have heard this story. Derek Fisher and girlfriend Gloria Govan were in a DUI-related crash Sunday at 3 a.m. in the morning. The car was registered to Matt Barnes. They flipped a 2015 Escalade.
Ooh.
So the whole thing about this story is, and you know,
I don't know who these people are.
You don't know who these people are, but
No.
most people know. A lot of people know, I'll say. Derek Fisher used to play in the NBA for the Lakers. He then later on became a coach for the New York Knicks. Gloria Govan used to be married to Matt Barnes. Matt Barnes plays in the NBA as well. He is actually still playing for the Golden State Warriors. So Matt Barnes is in the NBA still.
Okay.
Derek Fisher went from player to a coach. At one time, Derek Fisher and Matt Barnes were on the same damn team.
Okay.
So it ends up that Derek Fisher ended up dating Matt Barnes' ex-wife.
Got it.
Matt Barnes and Gloria Govan broke up in 2014. And they have Matt Barnes and her have kids together.
Okay.
And at one point, Matt Barnes was playing for Memphis, and Derek Fisher was up in New York, and Matt Barnes' kids was like talking to their dad, and was like, "Hey, Uncle Derek is over," and all that stuff, and he was like, "What the fuck?" So
While they were still married?
Technically, they were still married. He drove from Memphis all the way up to New York, and like went and jacked him because
obviously that was an affair.
Yeah, obviously it was bullshit. Well, I think they were separated at the time. Like I said, they broke up in 2014. The fight happened in 2015, but they weren't legally divorced. Well, the fight happened in October of 2015. They weren't legally divorced until December of 2016. So, a whole bunch of shit going on.
Yeah.
Two ex-teammates. You know, you shouldn't be fucking around with somebody's, wife like that anyway.
No.
You know, that's just disrespectful.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, the truck that they were in and did the tumble.
Yeah.
Was
that was the ex-husband's
truck.
vehicle.
Yeah. So that's fucking crazy. Like I said, Mad Week, the shit don't stop. I'm supposed to be talking about puppy dogs and rainbows. Although I did talk about some puppy dogs, there was no rainbows to be seen whatsoever. So let's go on to the next one. Friday morning, this past Friday morning, Brandy, the lovely singer Brandy.
Yes.
Baby, 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 baby. Don't you know that you're so fine? Yeah, 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 yeah. You know that song?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, she boarded a plane from L.A. to New York, which is another Delta. This was a 5:45 a.m. flight Friday morning, and she went unconscious. Yeah, she went unconscious, and they, took her off the plane and whatnot, still in L.A.
Oh, okay, they hadn't taken off.
Yeah, they hadn't taken off yet, and took her to the hospital, where prior to leaving the airport, she gained consciousness and all that stuff. They're saying that it was due to exhaustion. She had been on tour and just been up late and whatnot. And they say she had a late night in the studio the night before as well. But yeah, she went unconscious on the airplane. But it says that she's doing all right. But just that, you gotta take care of yourself, man.
Seriously.
You know, I understand, grinding, making that cheddar cheese, but you gotta know, you can't push your body that hard. Take some rest, settle down. Some power naps. Power naps is all right.
Yeah.
Do something, but yeah, to go unconscious, that means you lacked a lot of nutrients and sleep and shit.
She's probably dehydrated.
Dehydrated.
Yeah.
But Brandy, well, it says she was in the studio. Maybe she gonna bring some new music. I like a lot of her music back in the day.
Yeah.
Can she bring back that whole shit? We shall see.
Wow.
Well, hopefully Brandy is doing well and gets better. Speaking of bad shit in people's health, which is actually bullshit. I heard this on the radio, like most of this shit I hear on one of the radio shows I listen to. Walmart's insurance, which is Ohio Casualty and Liberty International, are disputing the multi-million-dollar payout to Tracy Morgan, saying he exaggerated his injuries.
Oh, boy.
As you guys will recall, in 2014, Tracy Morgan was in a bad accident where his vehicle was hit by a Walmart truck,
yeah.
where it was
like a semi.
Yeah, a semi, where it was proven that the dude driving the truck hadn't been to sleep in like 28 hours.
I know, it's so stupid.
And one of the dudes that was in the same vehicle as Tracy Morgan even lost his life. And another dude was injured, and
Right.
Tracy Morgan was in a coma for over a week.
Oh, yeah.
But yet...
how do you fake that?
I don't know. That's,
how do you fool doctors? I'm not really in a coma. I'm just acting like it. And these physicians
Is the doctor
don't
here?
know.
Is the doctor here? All right. Let me know when the doctor here. I'm going to close my eyes.
How in the world do you
the dude was...
exaggerate your symptoms?
Not only that, but
or your condition.
If another person in the same vehicle is dead because of this,
right, exactly.
How can you even say that somebody's exaggerating what
you can't.
what happened to them?
You can't.
So
there's just that's hilarious to me.
It's fucked up. Now this is all speculation. It was alleged that Tracy Morgan and the whole situation got a $90 million payout.
Oh.
$90 million. His lawyer is going on statement saying that is not true. He's not saying exactly how much, and nobody's seen exactly how much, but they're saying that 90 million number is not true. It could be 89, and still, the lawyer's right.
It could be 100.
It could be 100, 150, 190. Somebody could be getting it wrong. But, yeah, I really do think it's bullshit.
I think it's terrible that you would say that to someone who went through that kind of trauma.
In a coma. In a coma.
You
know that
freaking coma.
Yeah.
And he faked it? That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, did he fake that shit? Can you fake a death? I mean, you can.
Yeah.
Not for very long.
Hey, Tupac. But anyways. Almost last, but it ain't. People are giving Kendrick Lamar shit for buying his sister a graduation car.
Okay.
He bought her a graduation car. Guess what type of car it was?
Is it a graduation from college or high school?
Oh, fuck. I think it was high school.
Okay.
I think it was high school. Yeah, I think it was high school.
Okay. Rolls Royce.
No.
Bugatti.
No.
Oh, damn. Okay. A Lamborghini.
No.
Okay, Aston Martin.
No. You just like these people. He bought her a 2017 Toyota Camry. And people were pissed because they're like, you Kendrick Lamar, you could get her a better car than that.
Dude, a fucking car at all as a gift is amazing.
Right there. Right there.
But because he was famous, I just thought it was going to be like some out of like...
Yeah, I knew he was going to do that. That's why I asked.
Like, she got a Bugatti.
Nope.
Aston
she got
Martin.
a 2017 Toyota Camry, and people are giving them shit because, oh, you know, you Kendrick Lamar, you could have got a Benz, a BMW, Lexus, Bugatti, Rolls, Jag.
You know what? He's being smart with his money.
Yeah, damn right.
He's not
exactly
going broke like some of these other fuckers.
Exactly.
That are making fucking billions of dollars, and they're like, oh, I can't do anything because I'm broke.
Exactly.
Really?
And most of these motherfuckers
How much money do you fucking make?
Most of these motherfuckers who probably are talking this shit can't even afford this 2017 Toyota Camry.
Yeah.
So shut the fuck up. Stop counting the money in other people's pockets, man.
Yeah.
You know,
I think it's great.
It's a great thing. It's an absolutely great thing.
Very nice, generous gift.
And speaking...
No one ever bought me a fucking car for anything.
I was given cars.
I was not even given cars.
I won a car.
Yes, you did want a car. Nope. Everything I ever had, I had to get myself.
Yep.
So I would have been happy with a Toyota Camry.
Yeah. Well, speaking of cars and shit, we're gonna go to what we saw in the news last night. This is a local story that happened in Phoenix, Arizona, yesterday at 10:15 a.m. A Bud Light truck, a truck full of Bud Light was going around a curve, taking an exit. It was heading eastbound on the 60, taking the exit to go northbound on the 101, and it flipped the fuck over, and all what you see is beer. 12 packs, 24 packs, 36 packs, Bud Light beer all over the place. They said it took 6 hours for them to clean that up.
Yep.
And how many miles do you think this is away from us?
Not very. Maybe 7 or 8.
Less than 10. This happened less than 10 miles away from my house.
Yeah.
Less than 10 miles away from where we are talking right now.
Yeah.
So that is how I am going to end a Mad Week. Once again, this is a fucking Mad Week. There is craziness all over the place. People killing people, people on drugs, people flaunting. People, stop being fucking stupid out there. I know I'm just George. I ain't nobody to listen to. But shit! Why? Love, man. If we all love one another and fucking do right and help each other, we could all have a great time in this world, man. We really fucking could. And be happy. Be happy. Be singing songs and shit.
You could do the happy feet.
We could be doing this. This is what we could be doing.
Somebody sitting there?
That's what we could be doing. Instead, motherfuckers are just going around being stupid. So I challenge everybody who's listening and watching, do something for somebody else to put a smile on somebody's face. If it's a joke, if it's opening the door, if it's buying a candy bar for a little girl that's behind you or something. I don't fucking know. Do something happy and nice for somebody. Let's spread some love. This is George I. Cortright, and this is
Joy Cortright.
Mrs. Cortright. And this has been a Mad Week. Stay tuned. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting. And I'm going to leave you with another one of the songs from the Lucid Experience. Please watch past the words and listen. Give them a little bit of a listen on this outro. Thank y'all.
I wanna show you places we could see. No stress, no responsibilities. Smooth melodies and good company. Good weather, forever 85 degrees. Get classy, I wanna see a dress, no jeans. Good food, yeah, I wanna treat you properly. Find a property with privacy. And honestly, I hope you just vibe with me. Damn, I think I hit the lottery. Yeah, I'm hoping you'll be open to honesty. I'm sick of all these exes, yeah, they lie to me. So I think I met a lady, damn, finally. Let's climb mountains by beauty.